long-term weather forecast. The Farmer's Almanac warns a roller coaster winter lies ahead. Farmer's Almanac has released its annual long-term winter U.S. weather forecast. It describes as a roller coaster. Tom Fish of Express UK reports the average temperatures around the Earth have hit record highs. It makes June 2019 the hottest June ever. But the Farmer's Almanac has now warned its extended U.S. weather forecast to expect another turbulent winter. The Almanac's editor, Peter Geiger, revealed to Express UK it's going to be a roller coaster winter. And he said it's going to be up and down in terms of what the weather is. He says we think the western parts of the United States and the Rocky Mountains will have a mild winter, but anything east of the Rockies will have a very cold winter and snowy winter. Farmer's Almanac even cites several dates which will experience significantly bad weather. Geiger added, in particular, we talk about some very severe storms between January 4th, 7th, January 8th and 12th. And we talk about it being especially cold in the last week of January, the first week of February. We also say the winter is going to be long, going well into April, as opposed to ending in early March. The Farmer's Almanac famously predicted a bitterly cold winter for most of the United States last year, and that's exactly what we had. The season witnessed North America's East Coast shiver in a record-breaking freeze in the wake of the deadly bomb cyclones that we had. It dumped snow as far south as Florida. But this year's winter is not anticipated to be so extreme, from what Geiger says. He says, we think this winter there's going to be some up and down in terms of temperatures. So instead of it being a bitterly cold for the entirety of the winter, you're going to see some breaks. And that will mean some storms will be a snow and rain mixture, which is obviously never the weather you would like to have. But I think the worst part of the country for winter is going to be the northern Great Plains, the Great Lakes area, and New England is going to be the hardest hit. Now, how do the Farmer's Almanac obtain this long weather forecast? The Almanac's first editor, David Young, was a mathematician, calculator, and astronomer who wanted to predict the weather for farmers. Thomas developed a mathematical formula that's applied to sunspot activity, planetary position, the effect the moon has on the Earth. And Geiger says this formula is what gives us our calculations. Also, in 203 years, there has only been 7 prognosticators, so each person has done it for a long time. The formula and methodology remains the same, and this is how we go about it. And over the past 203 years, we had a pretty good accuracy. We're told we are anywhere between 80 to 85% accurate, but it's up to people to decide how accurate we are. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.